How's it going, everybody? Back for an update video. It has been like 8 or 9 months since I made a video. The day after my birthday was the last time I actually made a video, and that was back in May 2nd, I think, is when I made it. The day after my birthday would be May 2nd, but I'm pretty sure that was the last time I made a video. So it's good to be back. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone had a wonderful Memorial Day, 4th of July. Labor Day, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and that covers major holidays. So, hope everybody's doing great. I've been trying to stay in touch with a few people. I've just been so busy, and I've kind of been out of the swing of things. But since my last video, I purchased a lot of records, and I may make a couple videos tonight. Depending on the time, depending on how tired I get. So, yeah, like I said, I hope everyone's doing well. It's been a while, so it's good to be back, and it's nice to sit back, relax, and share some records with my friends here in the VC. So, all right, most of these records I'm going to show in this video are newer. I think they're all pretty new. They might be out of order, so if they are, I apologize. But without further ado, the first record, it's Fleet Foxes. This is their, I believe it's just a self-titled debut album from Fleet Foxes. Fleet Foxes is very laid-back, mellow, I guess indie rock band. Would be the best way to describe them. I do believe they only released 2 full-length albums. This was their first. And this album includes the Sun Giant EP, which was their first EP prior to the release of their first album. So, Fleet Foxes, like I said, it's very relaxing, very laid-back music. Cool artwork too. I mean, very cool artwork. So, Fleet Foxes, their second album, I believe, was titled Helplessness Blues, which I'd love to have on vinyl. I have it on a CD, and I haven't listened to that in a while, but I'd love to have them. I'm a big fan of both albums. So, this one I picked up at the Antique Mall a while back. This is Spin Doctors Turn It Upside Down, and this was actually sealed when I bought it. It was on green vinyl, and it's kind of cool to find. You know, I found this at the Antique Mall. It's kind of strange. 90s records don't turn up there too often, so that's why I purchased it. And it was still sealed when I bought it, so I cracked it open, and it's a limited edition colored vinyl. So I'm not a huge Spin Doctors fan, but I enjoy the music I grew up with in the 90s. Most of those 90s alternative rock bands I really enjoy, and it was cool. You know, I've never seen this record before, and I enjoy the Spin Doctors. Like I said, not a huge fan, but it was cool to find it on vinyl. So, Spin Doctors, Turn Upside Down. This is Matt Skiba and the Secrets, Babylon. What's cool about this is record 286 out of 666. Matt Skiba is the lead singer, guitar player of Alkaline Trio, one of my favorite bands. I love Alkaline Trio. This is kind of like Alkaline Trio, more not so punk, not so angry sounding, I guess. A little lighter, but still a great record, and I enjoy it immensely. I was really happy to get my hands on a copy. I have 666 records, so Matt Skiba and the Secrets, Babylon. Good record. So if you're a fan of Alkaline Trio, you'd probably dig these guys. A little, let's say a couple notches down from Alkaline Trio. So a record store opened about 20 minutes west of me, and because of that, I've been able to get my hands on some records I've been wanting for a while at really good prices. So a lot of records that I grew up listening to as well. So here's one of them. Dookie by Green Day, the breakthrough album from 1994 for the first time on vinyl in over a decade, because sound matters. This album I played so much when I was younger. My brother Joe, in 94 would have been, 16 years old, 15, 16 years old. And I remember him listening to this album all the time. And a lot of the songs are overplayed. I mean, Burnout, Burnout, Longview, Welcome to Paradise, Basket Case, When I Come Around. But Pulling Teeth is actually probably my favorite song on this album. But it's a great record. I mean, I'm not a huge Green Day fan, but this album in particular I love. And I was really excited to find this. So it was a good price for Dookie by Green Day. So, and it's really cool on the CD. The artwork's cool, but on the CD you don't really get to observe. You can't really see all that's going on. But on the album cover you can. You can see all the action going on there. So it was really cool. Really happy to have this. I've listened to this so many times already, and brings me back to when I was a kid, really. So another record that does that would be Weezer's Blue Album. This is the original master recording. Production and mastering by Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. Specially plated and pressed on 180 gram high definition vinyl. This record, I think, is a classic record, very iconic record in my opinion. I know just about every word to every song on this album. Another band that my brother was big into growing up, and because of that, I got into these guys, and I absolutely love this album. I mean, Weezer's Blue Album, it's a great record. I don't know, I haven't really met anybody that doesn't like it, but I'm sure there's people out there that don't care for it, but great record, fun record, awesome record. So Weezer's Blue Album, and this is produced by Rick Ocasek from the Cars. So Weezer Blue Album, and then we have the debut album from Nirvana, Bleach. This is remastered from the original tapes. It's on the Sub Pop label, and when I played this, I did notice a few subtle changes from the CD to the remastered version on vinyl, but still sounds great. Still sounds raw, grungy, angry rock music. I love it. Nirvana's Bleach. School, love the song School. Floyd the Barber. This great record. And I also love how it says the name's Kurt Cobain. It's spelled KURDT KOBAIN. And then this is just a great record. I love this record. Nirvana's Bleach, another band that my brother was big into when he was younger. So of course with that, I also picked up iconic album, Nevermind by Nirvana, and this is audiophile quality, 180 gram vinyl, pressed in Germany, and this sounds amazing on vinyl. Another album that I know almost all the words to, every lyric and every song. Side one, I think, was just, Smells Like Teen Spirit, In Bloom, Come As You Are, Breed, Lithium, Poly. I'm pretty sure all those were hits, but like I said, an iconic album cover. Nirvana's Nevermind. Nevermind by Nirvana. Love this album. Happy to finally have it in my collection. So, same goes for this record. The debut album from Rage Against the Machine from 1992. I believe, 1992. This is just a killer record. When I was in junior high, Battle of Los Angeles was pretty popular. and when that album came out, I fell in love with them. So naturally, I went back and I bought their first album on CD, and I absolutely loved it. Rage Against the Machine, Bomb Track, Killing in the Name of, Take the Power Back, Bolt in the Head, Know Your Enemy, Wake Up. I mean, every song on this album is just rocks. It's fucking angry. It's just kind of politically driven, angry rock music. And Tom Morello's guitar playing is fantastic. Solid bass and drums, just great rock record. Rage Against the Machine. And this is the 20th anniversary vinyl edition. Once again, remastered on 180 gram vinyl. So, Rage Against the Machine. I would love to get some of their other albums on vinyl too, but it's only time will tell. This one I picked up at the Antique Ball. This is Antique Mall. This is Music -5 by the A-Bones. I wasn't too sure what to expect with this. This was recorded in 1993. And, there's a tenor, baritone, sax, bass, guitar, drums. It sounded kind of cool. It's kind of like, it reminded me of like a bar band. Kind of, just kind of almost like rockabilly, rock, a little punk, I guess. It's kind of hard to put a label on this record, but I enjoyed it. So, Music -5 by the A-Bones. It was a cool pickup, and it was a blind buy, so came out in '93, so I figured why not. And it was quite an enjoyable listen. Another record I found at the record store is this is a record store day release a couple years ago. I want to say last year, the year before. I'm not too sure, but this is Deftones Live Volume 1 Selections from Adrenaline. I'm a huge Deftones fan, and I remember when this came out on Record Store Day, I wanted to get it, but I wasn't able to. So they had a copy, recorded live October 13th, 1996, pressed on the highest quality vinyl, and features minus blindfold, teething, nosebleed, and engine number 9. So I'm not too sure if they released a volume 2 or not, but I hope they do, because this is a great record. Deftones are awesome band. Big fan of Deftones, and really happy to have that in the collection finally. So this album I can't really say much about. This is Aliens, Head First by Aliens. Came out in 2007 on Miscellaneous Music. I would have to listen to this again. I remember listening to it the first time. It was kind of spacey, kind of out there a little bit, but I wasn't disappointed with it. It was just different from what I was expecting anyway. So, but sometimes that's good. So, Aliens Head First. If anyone knows anything about this album, shoot me a message or leave a comment. I'd like to know more about this, because I'm not. From what I remember, I couldn't find too much about these guys, and it's not a bad record. It's just a little different. So, another Antique Mall find, The Residents, Mark of the Mole. Once again, these records don't show up around here pretty much ever. The Residents, 1981. It's different music. If anyone out there is familiar with The Residents, you know what I'm talking about. It's different. I don't have too many friends that dig The Residents. I enjoy it. I enjoy music of all sorts, and The Residents are definitely an interesting listen, and really kind of has to grow on you, I guess. So, Residents, Mark of the Mole. I picked this one up. I found this for a great price. I think this was at the record store I went to. Porcupine Tree in Absentia. I love this record. I've had this CD for the longest time. I was never huge into Porcupine Tree, but this record's great. I mean, I just spun this the other night for my buddy, and he loved it too. Great kind of modern progressive rock. Amazing musicianship. Sounds great. Great on vinyl. Very heavy duty. 2 record set. And they did a really good job pressing this. So really, really happy to have that in the collection. It's a nice little gem to throw on every once in a while. This isn't a new record. This has been around for a while. A long time actually. 1972 this came out, I want to say. But I've seen so many other people show it off. I was talking to Ryan Hussa, um, and he said he had to check it out. So I gave it a listen. Dug what I heard, and this was at the record store as well. It's the Four Men on Beards, 180 gram vinyl. Sounds pretty good. First time I listened to this, I thought it sounded very ahead of its time. Sounded like it was almost from the 80s or 90s. Just a great, great record. Um, I was really enjoyed this. I thought it was an 80s new wave uh, band. Then I looked into it. Turns out they weren't. Listened to a few samples, really dug it, and I picked this up at the record store. So Big Star, record number 1. Great record. Yeah, pretty happy with this. So I'm gonna end the video there. I got a few more new records to show, and then I might dive into my some of the classic rock and jazz and progressive records I found over the past few months. So everybody, thank you for tuning in. It's great to be back. I've missed it a lot. You know, I miss talking to a lot of you guys and interacting with one another. So everyone, comments, feedback, questions, it's all welcome and appreciated. So everybody, be good, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next video. We'll talk.